all of you, my subscribers, likers, sharers, and commenters. Welcome to my garden update in the rain. If this is your first time joining me, this is the Glades Garden Girl over here in Jointon A, Florida. And to all my loyal viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome back. This is something I have always wanting to do. I actually did one about a week ago, and for some reason some of the content was missing because I have a very dysfunctional phone. I came back outside maybe a day after to record the last part of the video, but it didn't work. So here we go, guys. I do not want to be very long, so I will just be skipping over some of the things, but basically I just want you to see what I have growing on in my garden, because right now I'm actually preparing the garden for fall. I have already sown a lot of seeds, and I am now preparing additional areas to put in more stuff, in season and out of season, believe me, meaning I will be sowing things that is suitable for fall and even things that is not suitable for fall. After all, we have always been saying that the garden is a very experimental place, so let us see. All right, so this is currently my garden bed. I took out my lemongrass bush this morning, and I am now preparing this stackable this stackable pot right here for some strawberries that I got in the mail today. Yay, I am extremely happy to plant those. Here is another stackable pot that I will be planting some strawberries in as well. As I said, I won't be lamenting too long in an area that is not really of any great importance. Everything is important in my garden, but I do not want to stay too long in one area. All right, so once again, this is my garden bed, so let me move along. I do have some pineapples in the back. Oh my goodness, you guys want to see? Let me just show you one of them. All right, so this is just one, and I have two that's looking like this and three more. All right, so moving along, I have my sorrel plant. It has tilted over since the rain started a few minutes ago. I have to find something to brace it. Give me a second there. All right, so I found this old what do you call it, camera stand. You know what, I have to put it in and show it to you guys. Alright, so it took me a little while, but I have managed to use this old camera stand to hold up my sorrel plant. Moving along, I have some very beautiful jalapeno peppers that I should be harvesting in a matter of days. And there's a lot of baby ones coming out. This morning I added these cardboard, so these barrels, because the chicken, they don't like me that much, so they are trying very, very hard to get me discouraged. But I will continue to find ways and means how to protect my plants. This is another jalapeno, and this is where I now have one of my blueberry bush. I recently transplanted some cucumbers in there, and there is one in the back as well. I also have some beans that I should be taking out in a few days. These are my ginger, and it seems as if they are loving their new home. In here, carrots was sown on the 17th of September, and here they are all over, along with some beets. I took out my lemon bush, as I recently said, and it is now planted here. This bin also has some carrots and beets in there. This is another bin with ginger and this beautiful mango plant that has been growing out of compost. I do not want to lose this. It is so beautiful. OMG. This is another one of my blueberry bush, and this is another cucumber. There's some little flowers on it. I don't know why it's flowering so soon. So I actually have three in there, and more beans. This is another jalapeno pepper, This half a barrel is also empty. I was actually thinking this morning what is attracting the chickens to my containers, and I realized wherever they see soil, they might want to go in and scratch it out. So I have been covering the naked soil with cardboard to see if that can deter them. This is another jalapeno pepper, and this pigeon pea plant, it was actually in this barrel, and I took it out, put it in this barrel because I have one pigeon pea plant all the way up there to the end, so I needed another one on this end. Here I have my lemon bush. It has been giving me not lemon, limes, and I have been harvesting a lot of lemons. I think this is the last one. I am going to pick it because I see flowers, meaning that I will be getting more limes very soon. These are two of my volunteer papaya plant, and this morning I actually moved these two lantana flowers and I put them here. I am not sure if I want to go in that area. Let me see if I can stay from out here and show you guys what is happening in there. No, I can't. Unfortunately, I have to go in. Okay, so upon entry, I have some flowers, and there is this coconut tree that is cascading over everything else. Oh, my sign is crooked. It is saying welcome again, guys. Yeah, so let me get this umbrella through. All right. So in this barrel, I have a few volunteer papaya plants, which I will be taking out, and I will be planting one papaya plant in each of these barrels. And my reason for doing that is whenever I get the chance to plant anything in this area right here and that area, the papaya plants, they will be a form of shade, because this past summer it was extremely hot and I lost a lot of things because of the heat. Now guys, I want to show you something. This, in all my 3 years of growing, I have never grown a bell pepper plant this big. And I decided I was not going to call it a plant, I was going to call it a tree, because I am not sure if this is going to be my very first bell pepper from it. But honestly, I didn't even see this one last week when I was going through. So you see, it still has potential. And here I have some new little baby ones coming out. Have another one here, and this is another volunteer plant, another bell pepper tree, and this is my Scotch bonnet pepper plant. I have to touch them because everything is so green you can hardly identify each plant individually. This is a soursop okra. I have been harvesting a lot of okra from this plant, and this is a piece of chocolate mint. I have some peppers down here. Let me backtrack a little bit. I still have one peanut that is growing in this area, and I should be planting some more in there as well. So this is my only surviving dasheen out of 3 that was planted here, and I'm pretty sure the last time I checked this, there was only one leaf on it. To God be the glory. These are some baby zinnias, and I also transplanted some more cucumbers, and this is the post that I moved from all the way over yonder for my cucumbers. Here is another one, and I have another okra, more bell peppers, sweet peppers, pigeon peas. I love to see the water falling off the plants. Oh my gosh, there is just something about nature. OMG, I just love it. I also had some peanuts growing in here. I think I might be showing you when I was grabbing that single one that I harvested here. And I also harvested a bell pepper the last time I was out here from this plant, and I can see this is about to give me a lot of bell peppers for fall. I can't wait. And while I was digging this morning, I saw this little piece of ginger. I will be taking it out, but I am not sure where I will be planting it. All right, so let's head on over to my herb garden. Okay, so before I entered my herb garden, let me just go ahead and show you guys my cabbages that I transplanted here a few days ago. And when I came out, this area was also scratched out by the chickens. Luckily, I had covered the cabbages with these bottles to protect them. I have 2 more in here. And the reason why I do that is because the turmeric will actually protect them and keep that area cool so they can continue growing, because brassicas normally love the shade. This is my apple plant that I started from seed, and there is new growth on it. I'm happy for that. Here I have some more turmeric, 1 single kale, and I have some cabbages down there as well. So 3 more cabbages, and I have stripped this area. I had some beans here, they were drying up, so I took them off, so I will be planting new ones. These are some lantana, and I have a basil in there, and this is muscadine grape. This is another basil, more lantana, and this muscadine grape was actually a cuttings that I got from a job that I was working in last year. Okay, so in these black pots is my rosemary cuttings. I was actually bragging that I was now the propagation queen, or queen of propagation, whatever you want to call it, but I must have spoken too early, and it seems as if some of them literally just died after I bragged on them. So I took them from the main area that I'm just coming from, and they are now here. In the middle I have this guinea, and this guinea plant is actually 9 months old. I started it from seed. In here I have a kale, rosemary, and a pepper back there, and here is a cucumber. It should be 2 cucumbers, and I put these bamboo stakes in here, so when the cucumber goes on the stakes, they will eventually come up on this old pigeon pea plant that I have wired with chicken wire, so I do not have to come out and try to tie it up with the zip ties or my velcro ties. They will just automatically entwine themselves on the chicken wire with their tentacles, or whatever they're called. This is a red basil, and the same thing is in this bucket. It's a kale. And here I have 2 mangoes. They were given to us by a family friend. Over here I recently fixed my baskets. As you can see, they're all covered with chicken wires. In this one I have some Paris Island lettuce, some Grand Rapids lettuce, and some Brussels sprouts. Danvers half-long carrots in this one. Nothing in this one yet. There were some beets, and I took out the beets. They are now planted here, and right here I have some volunteer yam. They are actually from, yam skins. Here I have green onions, and these were recently planted. In this one I have kale, celery, and bok choy, and the bok choy, they were planted either 3 or 4 days ago, and they have already sprouted. In this one I have more Danvers half-long carrots, and this was my original basket where I had sown my my bok choy and Brussels sprouts. And on this side I also have some more rosemary cuttings and another guinea growing. I also transplanted a papaya plant that was actually grown over there where I have those 3 buckets right now. I think I have a little clip when I was taking it out, I'm not sure. But here I was trying to prepare an area to grow some flowers. But I think I will be taking out these flowers, and I will be putting in some, what you call them again? Don't remember the name of them. These. What are they called again? Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't remember the names. Well, the name will come back. So I found these 2 tomatoes while I was cleaning up, I think a day ago. I was just cleaning out an area in my garden and pounced upon these tomato plants, and I transplanted one here and the other one over here. Alright, so you might be wondering what I have underneath these bottles. So this is one of my halo oranges, and I am actually trying to protect it from the sun. Here is another one of my rosemary bush. And guys, look what is standing in its new position. Your lemon bush. I don't even know if it's a him or she at this point, because 3 years has passed and nothing. I know what I'm going to do with you. I am tired of threatening you. Alright, so this is a volunteer papaya plant. Every time I look at this plant, I get so excited. Just the lush green leaves and these beautiful yellow flowers. Nature. Oh my goodness. I'm in love with nature. Is anyone else is? Look at the yellow leaves. Oh gosh, I love it. Yes, I do. Oh wow, I almost forgot this tomato plant that I recently transplanted here, guys. So I know it's fall, but as I said, the garden is a very experimental place, so I will be planting things in season and out of season. All right, so I hear a knocking on my window, so I'm gonna look to see who it is. This is another halo orange. All right, guys, so thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon in another video. Ciao.